Hi everyone. This is going to be a singles reading for the sign of Capricorn. Okay, so we're just going to ask what's going on around you and then what's possibly coming in for you in the near future. This is for my Capricorn singles. And this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everybody, so take what you need and leave the rest. One nice thing that's coming up in the near future is Mercury is going direct, and I don't know if you follow all of that, but it can just make things really tough with technical things, but communication and just everything goes kind of backwards and haywire. So we're coming out of that in a day or two, but there's a little shadow period that follows Mercury retrograde, but that's kind of a relief that that's coming to an end. So maybe where things have been a little stuck, we may see some movement. So let's see. This is for my Capricorn singles. All right. This is just what's going on around you right now. My Capricorn singles. Okay, I'm just gonna get a few more cards and then we'll talk about what's here. I think the Devil card has come out for Caps before, so just be mindful about any addictions, overindulgence tendencies right now. Oh, this is really nice to see. Okay. So Capricorn, so you could be, you know, in your head a little bit right now with this Devil energy here, like sort of maybe feeling a little bit down, a little bit insecure. Like you can see that, like, see this guy is just down here. I've actually never seen this on this card before. But he's just kind of being puppeted by this Devil up here. And so this is kind of where, like, our most unhealthy ways of navigating and thinking are kind of in charge at the moment. So you might be experiencing some of that. Like he can tend to be just in a little bit of chaos. The Devil card, you know, when the Devil comes out, it's not speaking to evil. That's not what it is. But it can speak to our addictive tendencies. Our codependent tendencies, so that's a possible factor. So anyway, just, you know, be mindful if you have any of that energy coming up to kind of stay on top of it. It looks like you have decided to leave something behind. Yeah, Six of Swords is moving away from something, but it's a very necessary moving on. She's got her bags packed, but she's moving slow. She's not in that good of shape, and that makes sense with the Devil coming out here. So you may be leaving some things behind. I don't know if it's a person, a relationship, a connection, but it also could just be old ways of doing things. You could be leaving behind these sort of unhealthier tendencies. I mean, this is a singles reading, so we're referencing love here. So you could be, yeah, leaving behind sort of unhealthier ways of loving, ways of navigating in relationship. But you're heading into death and rebirth. And that's just a time of total transformation. This is kind of a metamorphosis period, so that's very nice to be moving from where we start, Devil energy, you know, all the tough energy, and moving into sort of leaving that type of ways of being behind, and then moving straight into transformation. So that's amazing. So this is really good. This indicates that you are on the move out of any sort of ways of thinking maybe that don't serve you, maybe relationships that don't serve you, things that just haven't been working. And you're going to go through, when you go through transformation, you go, it's not easy always, you know, the transformation. It's definitely not easy moving out of this energy. But it's necessary. And when you come out of the transformation, you come out with so much more clarity. And you're coming out right into this King of Swords, and he's got a lot of clarity. He's more of an observer. You could possibly, as you're navigating these waters, you might have your eye on somebody, but that you're more like in observer mode right now. That you've got because Ace of Pentacles is a new abundant offer. So, you might have your eye on something new. Something is sort of in your arena, but you're not really engaging in it. Right now, you might just be sort of more in watcher mode, you know, getting your bearings, getting your clarity, as you come out of this transformation period. So yeah, you may have someone in your field, or it could also just be that you're moving out of a place of, lack and into abundance. But I think, you know, since we're talking singles and sort of love potential, this definitely could speak to a new offer, an abundant new offer, that you're looking at. Maybe somebody is kind of coming at you with what looks like an abundant offer, and you're kind of sitting there and trying to assess it and trying to get clear on it and decide whether this is going to be something good for you. But right under the Death and Rebirth card, you have the Wheel of Fortune, right? And when the Wheel of Fortune comes up, it's talking about a shift happening, a change happening. And if things have been hard, the wheel is here to say things are going to get better, right? If things have been really good and heavily elated and in a really high place, you know, the wheel can be here to sort of shift that back down into balance too. But because you've got this Six of Swords here and you've got this necessary transformation happening, I think the wheel is just here to support this transformative period out into a much better time. And where you round out with that is at the Sun. And this is just joy. This is beauty. This is like, look at her. She's just free and she's dancing in the sun, and she feels really good. So this is very opposite of Devil and Six of Swords. So this is you emerging into this feeling of warmth and sunshine and just really heavy, good, warm energy. So this is really beautiful. This is so beautiful in the progression to move from this into, and even into this, even into King of Swords from this guy. It's very nice to move into this type of energy. This king is like upright. He is protecting what's his. And he is not like an impulsive, jumpy guy. He is just, he's very sure of himself. So I love that this king is here, because I think you're coming into a time where maybe you haven't been so sure of yourself, and possibly in your securities, or not securities, but insecurities. And sort of the darker side of things. This is much cleaner. This is very clean energy, this King of Swords, where you're coming into. And the Sun is like very whole and beautiful and clean energy. So this is great. So we're just going to look at what is coming up around the bend for Capricorns. Never know, maybe something will come in about like, what is that new connection about? And we could have clarified, but this will be clarity here. So this is for my Capricorns, and we're asking what's coming through for you in the new future, in the near future. Sorry, I can't speak at all. I'm still like Mercury retrograde. This has me tongue-tied. My words are like in my brain one way and coming out of my mouth in a whole other way. So it is what it is. I'm just happy it's almost over. Okay, so again, this is for Capricorn singles. What is coming up in the near future? We're going to give one more shuffle and then we'll go. What's coming up for Capricorn in the near future? This is for my Capricorn singles. You had a Page of Cups, so that also speaks to a new love offer. Okay, so why are you here again? We don't want to see you in the near future. So this guy is here again to just say, like, Caps, be super mindful. Whatever type of darker side you have a tendency to go to. Okay. Be mindful. Why is the Devil here? Now we want clarity. Why is this guy showing up? I don't read reversals, but the wheel came out in reverse, so we're going to take it like that. Okay, so there's a real need, even in the near future, to be mindful of getting on top of this Devil energy. So why ever this is coming in heavy for you, only you know, Capricorn. So I don't know what type of issues you might be dealing with, whether it's, you know, with substance or whether it's with codependency, or only you know what your realm is of where this energy comes in. But there's a real need to, like, sit down and do the work. This card is here to say, do the work, right? Do the work around this energy. There is still work to be done in the near future with this Devil energy. And so, you know, transformation does not come overnight when we're dealing with heavy internal stuff, right? So that just is what it is, right? So I want to know why the wheel is here. So be really mindful about who's in your energy right now. Yeah, okay. So be mindful of who's in your energy. Be really careful to assess what's coming in, because there's Seven of Swords and Page of Cups, right? So Page of Cups is like about a new offer, but with the Wheel of Fortune, I would say there's like a possible person in your arena that you might be considering getting together with, who could halt this sort of change for you. Yeah. But you have, like, also this energy on the other side, that could be like a potentially, well, why is the Knight of Cups here? I want to find out more about this guy, because I feel like this is talking about more than one energy. All right, maybe not. Okay, so you know, as you move forward in your singleness, right, Capricorns, there's like a huge indication here to address your issues, whatever they are. You're the only one that knows what your issues are. When it comes to codependency, insecurity, a lack of security, lack thinking, any type of substance abuse, any type of, if you have any type of codependency in your, you know, history, where you like jump in relationships and you merge so in such like an intertwined way that you lose sense of yourself, this is like here to say, do the work, because with this energy here, there's like a potential to gravitate again towards people who have sneaky energy, deceptive energy, who come in and create conflict where there's otherwise should be love, right? So I think there's a big indication here for you to do the work so that you don't gravitate towards the same type of energy that you maybe have experienced in the past, right? Because if this work isn't done, right, to work out this Devil energy, this is sort of where you end. You end out at this with this same type of energy, this same type of Seven of Swords. This guy's sneaking away. He's trying to sneak away unnoticed. This is super. This can be a person who lies. This can be just a person who's just not above board. And then Five of Wands is over here with like conflict, but like conflict for no reason, right? And so then we come down here to balance, right? And this justice is here to say that there's balance needed. There's more balancing needed, right? Possibly before you like jump into any new connections, because if you're like in the dating arena, it's like you've got some energy mixed in there that's not great, right? I'll just say that. It's not great. It's conflict based and it's sneaky and shady. So when you stop and do the work, right? And you get into like taking care of yourself and really getting your navigation squared away with your healing and your transformation, then you will kind of come to a place where you won't navigate into these type of messes anymore, right? So I just also feel like this is here to say that there's like new offers coming in, but there's a real need to get balanced first before you jump. Get perspective. The Hanged Man, he's like in traditional decks, he's hanging by one foot, so he can't really make a decision because he can't really move either way. So he's got to stay in this Hanged Man to figure it out. And this is definitely here to say, stay in Hanged Man and figure this stuff out, like whatever it is for you. And if this isn't resonating for you, then this is not your reading, and that's okay. This is for someone out there who needs to hear this message, right? Somebody out there is going through this and needs to receive this today. So if it's not yours, you know, you can come back next time and see what resonates, or go to your sun, moon, and rising, whatever. So this will not be everybody's story. But yeah, anyway, back to, it's time to put yourself in timeout. It's time to get some real perspective on what's driving the bus when it comes to relationships and love. It's time to put some work in. It's time to like really sort of analyze, how am I navigating? What am I attracting to? What, you know, and it could also just be like energetically, you might have a tendency to focus on like the negative or what could go wrong, right? And so it could also just be an energy thing where you're sort of like vibrating out in a fear vibration. So what comes into that type of vibration is this kind of energy, right? So it may just be a need to get future oriented with your thinking. Like when these thoughts come up, whenever these dark whatever thoughts come up, these sort of insecurities or whatever it is for you, when they come up and you catch them coming up, it's really important to get quiet and to redirect your thoughts into future orientation, which means what's joyful to me? What does my life look like when there's joy? You know, and dream in that direction. Get your thoughts sort of focused on the good ways and the good outcomes that you want to see coming in for you, as opposed to focusing in this sort of darker thought patterns, right? It's a practice, but if you practice it enough, replacing those type of thoughts with future oriented thoughts of like what you want your life to look like as opposed to what you don't want it to look like, then your vibration will orient in that direction, right? So that's why the Hanged Man is here, to indicate to go ahead and do that. Take that time out, get reoriented, right, before you dive in, because this energy coming around is not really, it doesn't look that good, you know. The Seven of Swords is not a good guy. And Five of Wands is not, and this is a chaotic energy too. And it's right on top of the Knight of Cups. It's like someone coming in, offering what looks like romance, right? Offering this like really romantic scene, like this sort of like dreamy ideal, and but what's really under the surface is conflict there, right? And this offer also, this is like all kind of here to say that like there's some type of new offer coming in that halts this progression of this beautiful change. And you had it upright in your in the first part of your reading, which indicates that this is here for you, like this is possible for you. Don't let anybody come in and knock you off this wheel, right? Because you have and you've got justice right here to say that you've got this like great opportunity right now to do the work and do the transformation stuff, so that you can stay on the upright wheel, so that you can stay at the center of this wheel and ride that shift and change and transformation out into better times, right? Because when this new offer comes in and it halts this wheel, you end up back here in devil energy, right? So, you know, Capricorns, like for some of you, it just looks like there's just a little internal work to be done, and that's okay. We're all on that path of, you know, constantly evolving and growing, you know, and that's just that's how we get better, and that's how we make better decisions when it comes to relationships, so that we don't keep ending in this type of energy, right? So stay on the path, stay on your journey of transformation, Caps, right? That's what's indicated in this reading today. Hopefully this resonated with you. If it didn't resonate with you, that's okay. Go ahead and check out your sun, moon, and rising if you like. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It helps me grow the channel. But ultimately, I just am really appreciative of you coming out and receiving this reading today. Thanks, guys. Stay blessed, Caps.